Right, I had a billion side quests at the time. B rank hunt. Whispering Waters of Rosaria. The Marshes of the Three Reeds. Where the hell was Rosaria? I want to say it's up here somewhere.
It's actually funny because it's where your main character is from. Like, just imagine him sitting there being like, "What the fuck am I from again?"
Three Reeds, right, so it's around there somewhere. God knows how difficult this is going to be, but
come on,
have a go.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't know if there's anything over that way. Suspicious hole.
You deserve a rest.
I win. It's called Carrot.
Carrot. That's a nice young man.
Don't know what level it is though. Level 35, okay. Have I not got any party members with me right now?
All right then.
Oh, I've also got absolutely no potions. This is gonna go incredibly well. Oh dear. Oh, that did me a discomfort. Oh.
failed.
Did it die? That's fine. I'll restore my potions.
Strategic death.
I think I want to change what icons I've got equipped because these ones are ass. Gouge is a good one. Aerial Blast doesn't really help anyone. Have I not bought the... Oh, I have. I don't want the Bomb of Lightning. I mean, it can be good, but it's probably... This enemy moves around a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, ideally you always want to customise your set to
The enemy I'm fighting.
enemy currently rotating.
See, the Will-o'-the-Wisps. Damage targets that are attacking me but absorb them. Yeah, I think I probably want to equip that. Keep them equipped, actually. When I've actually got spells that do single target damage, this isn't really... This is a totally different fight. I've basically not taken any damage, because the other spells were just garbage. Crowd control, but absolutely piss poor damage. Oh, he's got really jumpy now. That's my fault for saying it was easy out loud. Annoyingly, he's decided to do Wild Rage while I'm in, like, thingy form. Oh my god! Yeah, I'd never normally got in the way of that attack. I was at full health, and then I went down to, like, 25% health. But I completely wasted my Devil Trigger, basically, because he started using that attack as I was in Devil Trigger mode, so I had to just basically play the runaway game. That's stupid.
There you go. You can hit the little off arrows next to the cosmetics.
Oh god.
And then you can click the cosmetic you want from that screen. On all of your armour, there should be a little arrow pointing up at the bottom.
Oh, is he invulnerable at that point? No.
Yeah, underparts, you can actually like play your armour massively.
Got it. That was actually not too bad. Whereas the first time I wasn't paying attention, it was patterns really, I was just running it. I was trying to use Titan, and you can only really use that against really slow enemies because it's a wind-up punch with no range. Pardon me.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a most violent manner.
Yeah. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can successfully graft this to the Morganbeards... when I successfully graft this to the Morganbeards, I suspect the results will be immediate. I shall begin at once.
I mean, they look pretty and all, but why would you choose to grow decorative flowers in a world where there's limited soil?
Just as I hoped.
You would grow food.
How the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted
It looks
field.
nicer, I
They
guess.
bloom with
Might be an
heretofore
alchemist.
unseen vigor.
Oh, he's a botanist.
Such a vine
So you might be using
yields
some of these for
similar results
medicine,
when applied
actually.
to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards.
Yeah, it's made whatever
Its potency
potion
has nearly
thing
doubled.
twice as strong.
You must accept this file as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
So I think I'll be able to hold more potions now or something? Consumable potency maximized. So will restore more HP, whereas Stone Skin and Strength tonics will last longer. I have used a Stone Skin tonic and a Health tonic, Strength tonic at the very start of the game and never again. Instead of restoring 20%, it restores 28% of maximum HP. Instead of restoring, I don't know if that was previously 40 or previously 50 for a high potion, it's 56% now. You would think as it's a maximum level, it would at least be a round number. I know it doesn't actually matter, but it's kind of...
It does, yeah. You just got to sort of leave it and go out and do other stuff.
Well, my last stack of garlic is about 4
Yeah.
sticks with it for a really long time.
Yeah, it does. That's forever.
Can confirm garlic stinky. Both the garlic and the ginger were particularly pungent today.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
I'm busy saving the world, but I've got to build some housing.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories.
Oh.
I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back.
Oh,
And I dare say he's got some ideas.
doing some
of his own
side
too.
quests.
Why don't you go and talk to him?
Bag.
Of course.
Stats.
Can't make it with anything yet.
Yeah. That 10% extra resource yield is
Right,
very
so
nice
Wade.
as well.
Let's hear your plan.
But it uses free radium alloy, which has been very difficult to get
So
hold
Wade.
of.
Oh,
It's good to see you well.
I crafted the leather bag. I found
And you,
several
Lord Rosfield.
bags.
And you.
They just better.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers,
Oh, okay.
men and women who found the courage to
I'll
their
get in your
masters and
bath.
sought refuge.
I'm intentionally just doing side quests, so let us know when you're finished.
And I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside? That the Empress is no more?
Never trust an owl bearing good news, I say.
My lord Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
What was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite
Got
the
some
undertaking.
cute Christmas stockings ordered.
It is. Hence my having enlisted
For the price of a
the
packet
aid
of
several
crisps.
colleagues serving the 7 high
Well,
houses.
I suppose a
Alas,
multi-pack of crisps, that is.
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
I love it when the fast travel locations is right next to where your quest is.
Yeah.
Stinky banditos.
You think you can just walk in here? Kill him.
Oh, that was glorious overkill.
Now, or face the consequences.
Over here.
That's the end of that then.
There's no way that was all there was to kill. There we go.
Or maybe not.
A mighty goop.
What's that thing doing here?
It's called Two
Doesn't
Scoops.
matter. It goes to.
Got it. Defeated an almighty goop.
You almighty goop.
Oh, didn't drop anything unique.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
not masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashic in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything
My
more,
bum is still cold.
you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord.
Got right into my bones.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
Yeah, I'm pleased I'm just doing side quests because it means it doesn't really matter too much if I get off halfway through one.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade
Surprised he
told
took
me
so
you
long
got
to get in
rid
the
of
bath.
bandits while Islot kept an eye out. Nicely done.
Pardon me.
And what's all this about some shape-shifting
Survival
nightmare
without
showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to. It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something. It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping
Fuck! How the hell did they find it?
The finest cell salt in store.
Could be I know something more. What's...
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find
I say
her
there's
at
probably
her
more than one
storehouse
person,
on the
one
edge
old
of
lady
town.
called Karen.
But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goods.
It looks like it's spelled Gotes, which honestly I think sounds less stupid. Whereas Goots sounds like just kind of gross.
What's Gootsman nicer?
Ooh. Goots makes me think of Gooch.
Makes you think goatsy.
That's a step up, but yeah.
You fought very bravely. The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
I think it's going to be a bandit trap somehow.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
Yep.
Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Yep. It was a trap. Hopefully Gotes is fine. Hurricane for you boys.
Now we can pretend this didn't happen.
Then set them on fire while they're trapped in the hurricane. Oh, new enemies approach. Hello, mage.
Over here. Go, this one. Get him.
Oh, they've got like 3 mages. That's actually quite intelligent. It's not going to save them, but...
Jesus, they had a bad time.
They were talking shit about Goots's nanny. Not nanny, Nan, he calls her. The grandma, Karen's Goots' grandma. And then obviously they tried to murder me, but that's not really the...
Go on.
Nothing personal about that in these days.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head.
I don't think he will.
Wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. Then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now
No, I would have killed that guy.
Before I change my mind.
I had an option in a different one whether to kill someone or not.
I need to find Goots.
I'm pretty sure it's a non-option though. Pretty sure it's the illusion of choice. Because I saved a town, well, I killed off the corrupted people that were in the town that were going to go attack the next town over.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted
And there was one survivor, and after he'd said thanks and paid, he's like, I think I recognise you. It's like, yes, you're Sid, you murdered my allies. And it's like, look, I've killed the big bad. I have no quarrel with the people that were following orders. And I hadn't...
Is true. Actually,
Oh, he had a broken leg. But I had the option to say, alright then, come at me, bro. Or to say, I'm not going to fight you, you're injured. And then he says, if you really want to fight after you've calmed down, come and find me once you've healed.
My life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
I don't think you will.
Goots, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, that. Wise words.
She's got a damaged eye. I'm not sure who it was that hurt her.
Must have been him.
Maybe.
The Mao.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's not easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old wet legs back when we were working the same routes.
Oh, yeah, he did do it.
Stolen from his strongbox. I've done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt
He fucking gouged out her eye when they were younger.
All my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back
He's
again?
fucking lucky it didn't happen till now.
Unless we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Because I did notice in a prior scene that one of her eyes was a different colour, but I wasn't sure if it was just a lighting issue. I feel since we've just spoke to Karen there, we shouldn't have to then go back to Karen at the hideout to say I've done the quest.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul a gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again. And you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Hello.
Hello, Dragon Boy. How you doing, dude? I'm just doing some side quests before I get in the bath and get supper. I don't want to go.
Great just streamed.
Ah, cool. Can get many viewers this time?
No.
Ah, well, that's how it is sometimes, isn't it? Where is the... Ah, that's where I was.
And also no bots.
Oh well, no bots is always a good one. Right, that's Knight of 9, and he's scary. We're not going to bother him.
Bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with. We've a hard time
Oops.
putting this place back together.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
No, darling, they're not. Never again. The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping along.
Is there anything new at the shop, or is it just
Are you looking for something
music?
in particular?
It's going to be music, isn't it? It's always bloody music. Yep.
Fare you well.
I mean, I've got a good chunk of money, but it's just like, I'd have no money if I actually bought any of the musics.
Faster!
And I feel that's not the way the game's intended to play. They'll have music play for certain sections in relevance. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you manually change the soundtrack, it's not the intended effect.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
I already gotta go 'cause it's pretty late, so bye.
Hello there, goodbye there. It's alright, I'm just side questing anyway. Not too exciting.
Hope you don't suffer with the many bots.
I think I'll be alright. I don't think I think I had 2 scammers in my last stream. I don't think, well, I think they were bots. But it was just one of the ones that says add me on Discord, which is why I'd banned the word Discord, but I've unbanned it because I don't get as many of them as you do just generic click here, buy views ones.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against 1, perhaps 2, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalamil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my...
BTW, should I from now on post links into my Discord, so that I'm never lonely in my streams?
Yeah, that's what I've got my music set up to do. I assume you can set up, I've forgotten what bot thing you use, and then it'll automatically post. Because that's, in my opinion, the whole point in having a Discord, is so you can notify people that you're live using a service that isn't just Twitch, because Twitch is pretty terrible at sending notifications. But it's entirely up to you, it's your own channel, do what you like.
It's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe.
Alrighty. Now proper bye phone.
Bye 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 bye. I think I'm about getting the bath now anyway. I think I heard Simon shout down.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Did you say the bath was ready, honey? Simon? Pretty sure that'll be what he said. Still an hour